We're following breaking news at Laguna Beach, where firefighters are battling a brush fire that is near homes.
Yeah, and Gil Levis is in Sky 5 with some details for us. Hi, Gil.
Hi, Lou and Glenn. This fire breaking out just after 2 o'clock this afternoon. Orange County Fire Authority on scene on the ground and in the air. You're seeing one of their heli tankers coming in to make a drop on the fire. It looks like a couple of acres burning uphill. This is near Rancho Laguna Road and Morningside Drive. It is burning up towards the homes off of La Mirada and Summit Drive. You can see the fire department is on scene here with Structure Protection Group. Behind the houses there, you can see their heavy streams being shot out down the canyon there. You can see a resident on the rooftop looking at the fire, but it is creeping up towards those homes right now. The good news is the aerial assault is underway. They have a fire retardant aircraft in the area dropping fire retardant lines. So it's holding the fire at bay at this point, only to what looks like a couple of acres, maybe at most 5 acres. But again, it's a threat to these homes here along those roads. And as I tilt up here, that right there is, you see the fire department staging on that. That's Bluebird Canyon Road right at Rancho Laguna Road. So they have the homes there on the northern side of that road well covered. But the ones that are currently at threat are these here. Now, there are evacuation orders in place for Baja Street at Summit Drive, La Mirada, as I mentioned, at Summit Drive, and Catella at Summit Drive. Also, the Arch Beach Heights are under evacuation warning right now. And you can see the threat. A lot of heavy brush there along that hillside, along that slope, has these homeowners concerned for sure. But large response by the Orange County Fire Authority out here along La Mirada. You can see them lined up almost behind every home and putting those heavy streams on the brush that is not burned yet.
Gil, these evacuation orders that you mentioned that are on La Mirada Street and Catella crossing Summit, are those mandatory evacuations?
We understand that there are orders in place currently, so they're asking residents to evacuate this area. The ones that are not, their only evacuation warning is the Arches Beach Heights area. So right now it looks like we don't see a lot of people leaving the area right now. They may have already evacuated since this fire started just after 2 o'clock, but there are some people still here. Where there was one homeowner there. Let me zoom back in. You can see that person on the rooftop of their home staying put. So, but the good news is there's a lot of apparatus here from the fire department covering those homes. But look at all the brush that's threatened here, and you can see the fire retardant lines have been dropped ahead of the fire.
Yeah, Gil, at the same time, it looks like, whenever this neighborhood was built, it was certainly planned with this kind of situation in mind, because, again, firefighters from the backyards are able to attack this fire from the top of the hill, looking down at the fire, and along with the fire, the water drops from the helicopters and laying the Phos-Chek lines down. I mean, the good news is we're actually seeing a lot of white smoke. Yeah,
a lot of white smoke. That's a really good sign, Glenn. You can see how some of the properties there behind the homes, you have some brush clearance there, so that's helping the firefighters as well. You can see a couple of firefighters there waiting for the fire to approach in that backyard. But all these homes here along La Mirada being protected by those fire department personnel right now. And like I said, a couple of helicopters from Orange County Fire Authority overhead dropping water on the fire lines as we speak.
And it's, again, this broke out around 2:30, so not that long, only about an hour here, or at least it was reported at that time. We are seeing those flames there, which are pretty strong. Again, it was reported around Rancho Laguna Road and Morningside Drive. Great news is aerial attacks are super important and can really assist in this.
Yeah, absolutely. They're grabbing water from reservoirs locally, so their flight time back to the fire is within a minute or two. So that's good news. But again, the fire department at the ready here, they responded quickly and got in place to protect these homes.
So is that fire? It looks like it's on the wall across from those homes. Is it actually burning up toward Bluebird Canyon Road, or is it just kind of maintaining where it is, or maybe blowing in another direction?
Yeah, that's Bluebird there on the left-hand side. Here comes one of those water-dropping helicopters right on the spot that we were looking at, and they're going to hit precisely on those flames. That's great, a great drop there. But yeah, it is kind of creeping up that hillside away from the homes off of Bluebird and into that wilderness area. I believe it's called the Aliso and Wood Canyons Wilderness Park. But there's a big fire break up there. You can see this hillside there that is clear of brush. So that's going to work perfectly for a fire break for the fire department personnel right now. But the concern is in this little canyon here. Here comes the second drop by another helicopter, and they're going to drop it right on that second spot there, and a good drop there. So they want to suppress this fire right now, keep it down, and the fire retardant lines, here's a good look at it, it's burned right up to the fire retardant, and it has slowed it down. And that's the purpose for the fire retardant. It doesn't necessarily put out the fire, but it will slow it down so those helicopters can get in there and do their work.
Well, this is also a great reminder. Casey's been talking about the heat coming in the next couple of days, and of course extremely dry conditions wherever you live, because you never know where this could break out in Southern California. Just to get your area, your house, your emergency plan, or in a situation like this, things around your house or dead brush. It's just important to remember that once that heat heads our way, this could happen pretty quickly this week.
Where they were unloading the water on that one area behind that house. Casey, we see the wind blowing the smoke a bit. What kind of conditions are the firefighters looking at right now?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about single-digit sustained winds. There's not really strong gusts. You can tell in the area how the fire is just kind of, it's just kind of stagnant, that smoke staying there. That's good news. So we're not worried about wind really carrying this anywhere. Humidity in the 50% range right now. Temperatures in the low 80s. So again, this is less than 2 acres at last check, and it looks like they're getting a pretty good handle on it. The concern you can see is there's so much vegetation, and it is so close to those homes. But as far as weather conditions, that's really not going to hamper firefighters this afternoon.
You can see another plane moving into that area as well as the helicopters. And then Gil, it's fantastic that their return from a water pickup is like a minute.
Yeah, close by. In fact, let me come out to a wider shot and show you one of those helicopters returning back to the scene here. Here you go. You can see the fire helicopter coming in. That Chinook helicopter coming in with a big drop just in just about 20 seconds or so. But the community here definitely being protected by the fire department from the air and on the ground. You can see crews moving through the area. You got the Sheriff's Department down here, Orange County Sheriff's, going in to make those evacuation orders known to everybody that's there. But in the meantime, you got heavy streams in the backyards of these homes, and we'll see what that helicopter is planning on doing. Actually, there's another helicopter. It is coming in for another drop on the more northeasterly side of the fire. They're checking that out right there. So we'll see if that Sky Crane will make that drop here in just a second to put out the fire in that area. But as I come back to a wide shot, the homes right now, it looks like they're doing a great job in suppressing the fire. They have those a couple of fire retardant drops that are right there in the line of the fire. So that's definitely helping those firefighters on the ground.
Yeah, they seem to be concentrating on that one area right there on, those last couple of homes. Did the fire get down that far?
Yeah, that's the closest it's gotten to the homes. In fact, right in here you can see a firefighter with his hose putting out some of the brush that burned, some of the trees that have burned right in there. So pretty close to that corner house or the end house there on La Mirada.
Yeah, what you definitely don't want was for that fire to get up into those palm trees. That would not be good.
Yeah, you don't want that for sure. No.
Well, and again, this is a reminder how fast this can happen. It's only been an hour, and those flames, if the firefighters, for whatever reason, if you're in a neighborhood where they can't get there as quickly, this can happen very fast. And if you're at work, is there a plan? If you're not at work, is there a plan?
You can turn, Mike.
I know we talk about it ad nauseum, but at the same time, I think a lot of folks don't always have that plan. They talk about it, they say they're going to have it, and then they admit to us that they don't have it.
And honestly, the wind conditions, the weather right now being in their favor, but you go, 50 miles inland and it would be a different story with winds blowing and, lower humidity. So it is, Glue, a good reminder to have a plan. And, so many of those people are probably at work right now and they're not even home. And to see this maybe on TV, you're getting an alert about it. You've got the Watch Duty app going. Absolutely terrifying. So the more you can do to prepare yourself, the better you'll be. Because I can guarantee you we're going to see more fires over the next few days just because of our weather conditions.
Did you see that last drop? That
I
was
did.
Huge.
It was huge. Really big. Yep, there's another one.
Another one right behind it. And we had a shot just a moment ago down to the left side. Fire crews or hand crews are already down on the ground past those flames, working to, there you see them right there. They're working to on any hot spots where they've managed to suppress the fire so far. So this is the way the playbook says to do it, and they're doing a great job.
Well, the fear is also too, there's so much foliage there.
Yeah.
Those hot spots, we've learned over the years, they can just be like simmering, and then overnight and within a minute they can grab something and then take off again. And we always talk about the embers and how they travel, but as Casey, you were saying, there's not a lot of wind, but still those hot spots are very dangerous.
If you live in this community, you are applauding these firefighters for their accuracy right now.
Yeah,
and
for
their
sure.
swift work. And I'm sure that'll be the next drop right there, those flames that we see.
Just out of reach of the hose, I think.
All right,
Yeah.
again, this is a fire that started in this little canyon just below Bluebird Canyon Road. You see that neighborhood there on the other side of the canyon, and firefighters in the backyards protecting those homes, doing a great job, especially on the corner, the very end of that street. There's about 3 homes there that were in imminent danger, maybe 4 homes, and they have done an excellent job of keeping those flames away from those palm trees right there, which would have turned those into Roman candles, and that would not be good at all.
Yeah.
They look great, but they can be a problem during fire season.
Yeah, and so close to those houses too.
Gil, how many, in terms of the aerial assault out there, how many helicopters have you seen?
I've seen about 3 to 4 helicopters up here, and we have a tanker that's circling. We'll see if that tanker drops. I'm trying to decide if that's a spotter plane or a tanker right now, but there definitely is the fixed-wing aircraft here on scene. Here comes a tanker through our shot here. In fact, there's the shot there, so that one's going to get in place. Well, actually, I believe that's the spotter one, and the tanker's off to the left. But they're going to come in and put in some more of that fire retardant to probably right on this line here to protect the homes in the path of the fire. But you can see firefighters there actively spraying down the hillside there, and that person's still up on their roof checking out the situation.
And those homes are very close to each other as well. Beautiful neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Laguna, just spectacular. And you want to be up on the hill like that, but that also means your houses are really close. So great job by the firefighters to be able to get the fire from the backyards, protecting all of those homes, because unfortunately over the years of doing this year after year, you catch one home and it can decimate
Just go
5
right
or
down the
6
street.
right down the street. Exactly. A lot of white smoke, that's the good news.
Good news for sure. We're looking for that tanker to come in. We should be seeing that tanker relatively soon here drop another load of that fire retardant. In the meantime, fire department personnel on Bluebird here stage there to make sure that the fire doesn't jump their lines and get into those homes to the left-hand side of your screen. But for now, it's these homes off of La Mirada that are threatened. And I'm going to try to get a look out the window to see if I see that tanker coming in. I don't see it as of yet, but it might be repositioning to make that drop. In the meantime, the water dropping helicopters are headed for water and should be returning here shortly. They did about 3 or 4 drops in this area alone and really suppressed that fire. But again, the fire retardant just works to slow the fire down. Just enough time for those water dropping helicopters to get in there and do their job. Here's a fire crew that's right in the brush. Look how thick that brush is. We'll come in tight to show you, but they're right in the thick of it. It's a pretty tall brush that they're dealing with, cutting right through and trying to cut those lines with their hand tools, and they have hoses pulled up the hillside there.
Well, the good news for them is Bluebird Canyon Road was an excellent spot for them to go in right on the curve of that road, because they're walking to where the problem is, but the wind is blowing away from them, which
There's
is
a
oh,
tanker.
there you go.
Wow.
That's a big
And look at that drop. That's
Wow.
great. It really is. I mean, that's where they need it. That's the path of
Yeah.
the fire right now. And they'll come in again and draw that line continuous to match or to meet the other one here. So that's a big help for those firefighters on the ground and in the air as they come back with their helicopters here shortly to drop more water.
All right, well, firefighters down in Laguna Beach continue to battle this blaze just below Bluebird Canyon Road, that neighborhood in imminent danger. But firefighters doing a great job of keeping that fire at bay, and a lot of support from the air. We just saw that big Phos-Chek drop, a very solid line ahead of where the fire is advancing toward. And of course, a lot of water drops by helicopters doing an excellent job out there.
Always amazing to see them do their work.